and welcome back. Today's video is going to be pretty much the same as the other one. You're going to have some background noise on this side. My daughter is right there. But I'm going to try to work with it, okay? So for this video, I'm going to be using the Artiste palette and the peach. I believe this one is the Peachy Queen. I did get this one at Walmart. I cannot really remember the price, probably $9, $10. But it really caught my attention, like the inside. The mirror is very beautiful, and then the shades are very, very stunning. So this is what I'm going to be working. So I already primed my eyes, and I used a Too Faced Shadow Insurance, and then I also set my lids with just a banana powder, and then I'm dusting off any of the excess powder that I have on my eyes. So to begin, for my transition shade, I'm going to be going in to the palette, and I'm going to be using the shade Just Picked, which is this one right here. And then I am using my Morphe JH35 brush. Now with my JH34, I'm gonna be going in with, I don't know what it's called. Let me see. I'm gonna be going in with this shade right here. This chocolatey brown. And then I'm just gonna be applying that pretty much on top of that transition shade, and then bringing it down a little towards the lid, just kind of buffing it in like that. I apologize if there's a lot of background noise. It's very, very windy today, and I do not know what's going on. Like, nothing wants to cooperate. My daughter just decided to take her nap now, but then I have all this background noise from the wind outside, so it's like I can't win. I normally go from like circular motion, like this, or like windshield wiper motions, which is like that. But I pretty much go between both of them. Okay, so now with the JH34, I'm going to be going in with this shade right here. And then I'm just going to be applying very little of this product because I want that burgundy red touch to the look. So I'm just going to be applying it as high as possible, but not going over my transition shade right here. So just to give that touch of that burgundy shade. Okay, so with a much denser brush, which is the JH40, I'm going to be going in with this very dark burgundy brown shade right here. And then with this shade, I'm just going to apply it mainly around the outer and then the inner corner, and then pretty much around it. And if you get some of the lid, it's fine. But that's mainly where I'm going to concentrate most of the product. So I'm just going to drag it in here. And then just buff it upwards. Kind of like that. Okay, so now that you look like somebody punched you in the eyes, I'm gonna go back in with the JH35. That's the very first brush that we went in with, and then I'm gonna go in with the very first shade that we used, a bit of that, and then I'm gonna try to buff out any harsh lines right above all these shadows. So I'm just gonna try to blend as much as I could, obviously with not adding any more product that I just picked up right now. So just whatever we got, we're gonna use that to blend our shadows. Okay, so now comes the fun part. I'm going to be using the JH41. You can use any flat brush. And I'm just using a concealer. I'm using the It Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye. And I'm going to apply this to the back of my hand, just small. And then I'm going to So I'm gonna apply some of that shadow just over the top like this, and then when you look up, it'll like mark where your crease ends. So that's a good guideline to go ahead and cut your crease right there. It's a little trick I learned the other day, and it's very, very helpful. And then don't worry if you get some of the concealer on the outer part that we applied that dark shadow. That was the reason why I wanted to concentrate mainly on those areas, was because we are just gonna go back in with more shadow and cover that up. So what I'm doing now is I'm just grabbing any liner pencil like this, and then I'm just defining that crease, that line. Just like that. And then don't worry about filling it in perfectly. We're gonna apply the shadows again at the outer and then the inner part. So now with the JH42, or just a very small shader brush, I'm gonna go in with this shade right here, and this one is Peach Dreams, and then I'm just gonna apply it right where we applied that concealer. So now what I did, I went back in with my JH40, and then I just went in with that burgundy color that we used earlier with this one right here, and then I just went in and then deepened up the outer part and then the inner part of the eye as well, and then just brought it kind of around that halo. And we're just gonna work on blending it out, and then I'm gonna keep on going back and forth with my JH34, and I'm just gonna be buffing out the top, making sure it's all nice and blended. I feel like that's the key to this type of eye looks. If you don't blend them, it honestly just looks like you got punched in the face, and you do not want that look. So we're just gonna keep on blending, and then I didn't apply any extra product. I'm just working with whatever was left on the brush, and then I'm just making sure everything is good. Okay, so now with the flat liner like this, this is my JH43. I'm gonna go in with this brown one right here, and then I'm gonna apply it to my waterline. You kind of want to mimic the shades that you used on your lid. So back in with the JH40, I'm grabbing the shade right here. Okay, so for lashes, I'm going in with the Maybelline, the Colossal Big Shot Volume Express mascara, and then I'm gonna be applying a few coats of this. Okay, now for lashes, I'm going with these lashes. My sister just sent them to me, so I am not sure of what style or brand it is, but if I do find out, I will get you guys the deets. And then the glue, like always, I'm using the Lash Couture lash adhesive, and then I'm just waiting for the glue to be a little tacky, and then I'm applying it on. Okay, so I did my brows and lashes and stuff off camera. Now I'm just priming my face, and I'm using the Makeup Forever Step 1 Skin Equalizer, and then I'm just applying that with my hands on my T-zone, especially around my forehead. Yeah. For foundation, I'm gonna be going in with my favorite foundation at the moment, and it is the Fenty Beauty. Again, I am in the shade 270. I'm gonna be applying that directly onto the sponge and then onto my face. I'm going to be going in with the Creaseless Concealer by Tarte, and this is in the shade Light Sand. I don't know what it's I don't know if it's the applicator, but this concealer is not like my favorite, I would say. I've always used my Urban Decay concealer. I love the applicator on that one, and I have it right here. It's like a dual-sided wand, so it helps you get more product out of the actual tube. And I feel like the product itself it's not as drying as the Tarte one feels. Okay, so now I set my under eyes and I just used my banana powder. Now moving on to contour, I'm going to be using the JH10, and I'm using the bronzer palette by e.l.f. and I'm going to be going in with this darker shade right here. And then this brush is just going to help me define where I actually want my contour line, and then I'm just going to buff it out with any other brush. So now moving on to a bigger brush, I'm going to use the JH02, same contour shade, and then I'm just going to buff it out. Make it more bringing it up to my temples. Okay, so we're pretty much done with the face. I'm going to go back to the eyes, and I'm going to be using the JH39, and that's pretty much just like a small little pencil brush. This one's more rounded though. So I'm going to be going in with the shade right here. Again, trying to concentrate it as much on the outer part of the eye as you can. I did apply some black liner to my tight line, which is right on the top. Now going back in with the JH40, I'm going to go in with the darkest burgundy one that we use, which is this one right here. And then I'm just going to apply mainly on the tip of the pencil, tap of the excess, and then concentrate the product on the outer part of the eye. I did apply just a coat of lashes on my lower lashes. So now moving on to highlighter, I'm going to be applying some of the Color Effects. This is in the shade Moonlight, and I'm just going to dot it and then use my finger to kind of blend that up. Woo. This stuff is amazing. Always use a sponge or something like a brush to kind of blend it out, making sure it's not like patchy, that it's just on there. And I'm just using the bottom side of my sponge to do that. And it looks okay, guys. So to finish off the look, I just applied Lolita, and this is by Kat Von D. I did set my face with a setting spray, and you can use any setting spray. I believe I used the Milani Make It Last spray. I hope you guys understand it's kind of hard for me to kind of mix everything in with my kids and this schedule. I am gonna try to at least upload once or twice a week for sure, because I love what I do, and this is the only way I get to like express what my hobby is, which is makeup and talking to you guys. So don't forget to subscribe and like this video if you guys did enjoy it, and love you, and I will see you guys very, very soon with another one. I'm going, Adeline.